Hey guys, my name is Cierra June, and you're listening to Stars Connect. In this episode, I will be bringing out the rappers slash MCs of the Foodie Foundation to tell their story, how they came to be, and so on. It's gonna be pretty fun. From the eyes of a loving girlfriend, I feel like the audience deserves to get to know them better. And here they are.
What up? What up?
Whoa.
Oh,
What's good? What's
Yeah,
good?
nothing much. How
What's
is your
up?
days
What's up? What's
going?
up? Good, good,
it's
good.
going well.
Just
Cool.
started.
It's going pretty
Huh?
smooth
Yeah.
over here.
So, let's just get right to it. What motivated you to make music and start your career?
Yeah. So thank you so much for asking me that. Good question. Yeah, it's kind of a long story to be honest, but I'm gonna make it as short and brief as I can. You know, I there was one day when I was about 12, 13 years old when I was listening to the project. I don't know if some of you are all familiar with it or not. Uh, it was the Mad Villainy project from MF Doom
Oh yeah.
and
I know.
Madlib. Yeah, that's known as a classic hip hop album. And I don't know, for whatever reason, when I was listening to it, I was really uh, vibing and resonating with the way that MF Doom used his wordplay so creatively and how expanded his imagination was. And I was inspired to try it out. I was kind of mimicking him at first, but I caught a liking to writing rap lyrics, and it eventually led me to start writing my own material, writing original verses.
Hmm.
I would share this with close family and friends, and eventually led to me sharing it with people that I went to school with on the back of the bus during school. And it just kind of really elevated from there. And I think that was the one moment where I really started to actually invest time into this craft, and discovered that it's not just something that I just like. It started to develop into a passion as I progressed through high school.
Nice.
I could go ahead. Uh, Basically, I mean, it just really ever started since I was a kid. One of my earliest memories was like sitting down in front of a bunch of stuffed animals and kind of just like conducting them to classical music. So music just like always been in my blood and stuff.
Oh wow.
My uncle, he's in a surf rock band called the Tarantulas. He lives here in Orlando half the time and half the time in Arizona. And then my great uncle on my mom's side, he is a very good pianist, and he does music, therapeutic listening music for people who are like on hospice and stuff like that, who are about to kind of sort of leave this life, and he plays for them. So I just kind of have like a lot of music in my blood for sure. But what really made me wanting to start rap was when I was about 12 or 13 years old. I got sent away to a military boarding school. It was
Mm.
kind of like a juvie in a sense, and there was really nothing to do but kind of like like beat on the wall, kind of make like little beats like that and start rapping. What really made me like start trying to like make songs and stuff was I was on the basketball team there, and a lot of the other guys, like when we was in the dorm just having like downtime, whatever, at nighttime, I would hear the guys play rap music. And I had like never really been exposed to that before. Like growing up, I was always like listening to Aerosmith, Metallica, a bunch of stuff like that. Like my parents, old school rock, other stuff. But some of the guys were like playing, like they would play Dej Loaf. One of this song by Dej Loaf just like caught my ear, and I would always remember like singing that before a basketball game. I can't remember the exact song right now, but definitely like Eminem, Lil Wayne, um, yeah, I remember like Lil Boosie, just a bunch of these like people that they would like play, and I would be like, "Who's that? Who's that?" And then it turned into eventually me just like actually writing raps, writing lyrics about kind of like what I was going through and stuff at the time. And I really didn't start taking it serious till about like ninth grade, when I remember when I moved back home and I was like going to gym class and stuff, and there was this teacher there that her name was Miss Tony, but I always write raps about Miss Tony. I'll be like, Miss Tony, she a phony, blah blah blah, uh, all this stuff. and it just really started with that. I forgot to mention like 8th grade. I started playing guitar, and I took like a little class in that in 8th grade, and then also just playing drums through my whole life. When I was 2 years old, I got my first drum set. So it just eventually, all that put together evolved into me just wanting to be like on the mic and kind of express my story, everything I've been through, um, and just kind of like it really music has just always been a way for me to kind of like escape and express myself, especially like when nobody else wants to listen. Um,
Mhm.
it's very therapeutic for sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it also definitely helped me like go through some like friendship breakups and all that stuff.
For sure.
So I guess for me, yeah, music has kind of been a part. Music has kind of always been a part of me for as long as I can remember. Like I would say, like I used to love, like I love like singing. Like I was sing, around the house and things like that. I even did talent shows at my school. Back in the day, back in the day. And then what really drove me into rapping, what really drove me into really taking that seriously is my you know uh I my autism. I was 13 when I took it seriously, and around that time I was really interested about the autism and like the disability, and like the disability itself. And on top of that, I was also bullied a lot too.
Mm.
And I don't know, I felt like around the time man, I felt like, if I put my story in the music, man, then people would probably understand me better. And then sometime later, autism came about, and that was a moment within itself. We, like, yeah, my my dad just got out the camera. We filmed in the living room, put it out the next day, and then they showed it, and then it was kind of clutch too because they played the video. They played the video during lunch break, and
Ooh.
yeah, this was back in middle school too. They played it during lunch.
Hmm.
They played it during lunch break, and
Wow.
I and after that, everybody came was coming up to me, dapping me up. And then yeah, that's what kind of got started for me because at that moment it was like, oh, okay, maybe I should keep doing
Hmm.
this kind of thing. So yeah, I've just been kind of going hard at it ever since then.
That's really cool. So I guess like the purpose of like being understood like worked, right?
Well, in some ways, yeah. I mean, there's some people that's still a little, you know, they're a little rocky. They'll hate
Yeah.
on you, and but who doesn't for real?
Right.
But yeah, there's always a hater on every corner. But I think the saving grace is that there's someone out. At least I got someone out there to finally like get an understanding of where I come from. And as long as somebody's getting that, then I'm doing what I need to do.
Mhm. Yeah, that's great. What about you, Bryce? How when did you start rapping and how did you what motivated you to make music and all that?
So kind of like Sam said, it's kind of a long story that I'm gonna make a little bit shorter. So when I was 12, and shout out my mom, biggest supporter ever. And yeah, when I was 12, I was in foster care, and the first time I ever started writing, it was like more like poetry, but it was the first time I ever did it was working on poetry. And it was because my foster brother said the way to escape from like a negative spot is by just writing about it, trying to escape into a different world. And it makes people understand exactly where you're coming from, just like C-Quig said. Like, so I started writing. Fast forward, like 2017, the first time I ever went to the studio was actually to support my brother. He was going to start doing music, and I was supposed to be his manager.
Oh.
So it kind of flipped around because when I got to the studio, I was just like it was just like electricity hit my heart, and I knew that's where I was supposed to be. I was like, yeah, I kind of want to get on the track too. So that like is the long story made short is that like it all started with poetry, and then when I was like 21, 22, that's when I started making music.
Wow, nice. It's a kind of like a movie when the manager actually becomes a star. Sounds like
I
a great
appreciate
movie
that.
plot.
We're gonna have to write it. We're gonna have to write it.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
So,
It might have a strong role in that.
ooh. So did everyone do talent shows back in the day, like elementary school, middle school, high school?
Oh
I
yeah.
w- yeah, I was involved with my Jewish youth group growing up,
Hmm.
and one of the first things I ever did was play guitar, and I sang. I don't know if y'all know this song is by Van Morrison, pretty old song. It's called Brown Eyed Girl. Um,
Hmm.
if you don't know, you should definitely go listen to it. But so it's like a small little acoustic song, and that's just like really where I started was just kind of doing that, and then also like making some of my own folk music at the time, and then it just
Ooh.
evolved into what it is today for sure. I remember just to add something a little quick, basically like around when COVID hit, was the first time I ever really started working on music. I moved in with a bunch of brothers at the time and we just really started making music. That's when I really found my sound. And then fast forward like 2 years later, after like we had some falling out and stuff like that, I hopped in the studio and that's when I made my first song called Feel Me. I went to the Nonpareil and then immediately right after that, the director of my school got me in contact with the Flutie Foundation. I went to West
Ooh.
Palm and did my first like 45-second snippet of my first little song. Fast forward, here we are today, and I'm just like really moving along and finding my groove in life.
Cool. Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, 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 you were for sure. That
Yeah.
was so cool.
Mm.
Shout out Norway because I know they felt me. Norwood.
Yeah. I did a few talent shows back in the day, especially back in elementary school. They did one every year. That story is a little embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So
Oh.
there was one year I did a talent show. I was a very big SpongeBob fan at the time, so I say so with no shame, I went on stage and sang best day ever. And here's a twist. I did it in a SpongeBob costume. So I gave these people a show.
Hey,
Yes.
And yeah, I had the whole school jumping back then. So yeah, it was a bit of a it was a bit of a confidence booster at the time. And then nowadays, whenever I go back at it, I just think of two things. One, how far I came since that day. Two, what kind of drugs was I on that got myself on stage looking like that?
That's funny. Anyone else?
So I have a kind of funny story. It's not necessarily about me being in a talent show, but back in high school, I started to rap a lot for my fellow peers and back of the bus and after school and all that type of stuff. And there was another guy who liked to rap too, and it became a little competition going on between us, and we created this little competition slash contest to make like to write and perform diss tracks that we performed on a video and then post them to Facebook, and whoever got the most likes won. It was pretty
Ooh.
close. I mean, what I'm
Ooh.
saying, I mean, he won, but I felt like I did the better job. It's subjective, but like I felt I should have won, but it is what it is. He was kind of popular, had some gimmicks, but hey, at the end of the day, it was a learning lesson, and I'm still the guy that's going hard today at what I do. So
yes, sir.
Cool.
definitely one for the memory books, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's my experience.
Imagine if Kendrick and Drake all did this for fun.
It probably was.
That would be.
I know,
It's
I
a
know
genius.
Kendrick was having fun.
Nah, imagine a
That'd be crazy.
imagine a Kendrick and Drake collab, but It'll probably never happen, but just imagine it.
Imagine if the beef was fake.
Mm.
Oh,
I'll put
That'd
nothing
be
past
crazy.
NXT right now.
oh, oh, God. Now, where?
Never done a talent show though.
Anything can happen.
And
Oh.
especially now that like with the fact that women and children were involved, that'd be kind of crazy.
Oh
Be kind
yeah.
of an insane plot twist. So I don't know.
Yeah, it got so serious.
Hey, minor.
Oh, God. Hey, where do we stand on that? Out of
All
curiosity.
right, so are we all voting right now?
I
'Cause, I mean, we
mean,
got 5 of us here, so it could be one sided.
I'm like
dude,
torn, bro. In all honesty, bro, like they both had like gas songs. Like I'm not gonna lie, but
Mm.
Kendrick just blew it out of the water with that DJ Mustard. Like he can't like. Everybody just went crazy, bro. Like I honestly, bro, like if Kendrick didn't drop that, I think we'd be in a different story right now.
Yeah.
it.
Kendrick.
I would
Kendrick.
say if we're talking about the whole beef and we're talking about just like how it ended, I would say, yeah, I would be on Kendrick's side. But if we're talking about like song for song, I kind of almost swing towards Drake's side
Mm.
I disagree,
because
but
every one of those songs was like a hot song. Until he came out with that last song, it was like
You can't come back from that.
the thing
could
was,
not come.
yeah, after Drake dropped Family Matters, which I think was his best song
Yeah,
in that
for
entire
sure, for
feud,
sure.
Kendrick
Yeah.
came right away with Meet the Grams, which
Yeah,
is one of the most revealing songs about Drake, which I think kind of canceled out the effect that Family Matters had, and then the fact that Not Like Us came out right after Meet the Grams. I feel like
Yeah, I was gonna say not
definitely
like
put
that
Kendrick on
washed them out.
nah,
yeah.
Mm.
like
And I was gonna say not like us almost was like in it. We didn't even get a chance for Meet the Grams to really breathe.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people let that go over their head because not like us got way more chance to breathe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially if it's being played at weddings, the Kids' Choice Awards,
Oh no,
nightclubs, radios,
oh God, it was not.
karaoke.
Everywhere in Compton.
In that one clip, it was being played at Chuck E. Cheese. Drake was
Oh my
DJing.
I went to
Oh
the
my God.
Celtics parade. It was playing over there too.
Ooh.
Oh,
Drake
no.
is not safe nowhere.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I seen a clip of him being safe in Canada though. Like there was like a club in Canada, and they started playing Kendrick, and they were all booing, and they had him turn it off, and then they started playing Drake, and they was like all going crazy.
I mean, that's how it
Drake,
is.
That's home
Drake
base.
That's the hometown.
got some number ones, so day ones. He ain't switching up.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm gonna
nah,
say, if my hometown don't go hard for me like that, then I don't want to
Right.
be from there.
Yeah, for sure.
I would hate to be Drake. I would hate to be Drake right now.
They're like, nah, Cody, skip this.
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
remember them verses they used to do, man, back during the pandemic. What if
Oh my gosh, I
Bro,
want those to come back.
You talking about the ciphers, bro? I just seen a clip on Instagram. It was like 2016 double XL cipher compared to 2024. I don't know if what I seen was real, but I think it is. And the 2024 had me dead, bro. They was rapping about Fortnite, bro. They had a rapper
Oh.
rapping about I'm dead, bro. Like I can't.
I think C-Quig
It was
was
worse
talking
than
about how
both.
like on YouTube they were doing the versus battles between like artists that like were in their prime had like a bunch of hits.
Oh,
And
okay.
like literally it would be like you would go hit for hit with each other. Who did Soldier Boy face?
oh yeah. Nah, 'cause I was thinking, what would have happened if Kendrick and Drake they started out they beef doing that.
I think that's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, it's not
Because
fair.
Drake has like too big of a catalog for like a lot of people to go against.
That's true. Drake, yeah, because Drake is more versatile than a lot of other artists.
But also the thing that's also true is he's also less genuine than a lot of the artists that are. But I do not want to continue on that
Ooh,
because a lot of the songs are not about his life or what he lives. So it's like, whereas
Mm.
a Kendrick verse, if he's not talking about what he's doing, he's telling you this is a story.
Yeah.
Mm.
Facts.
Yeah. So, besides the Kendrick versus Drake beef, what was your favorite feud between rappers?
I like the control moment a lot that happened years ago.
Yeah, that was fine.
That was another nuke that Kendrick dropped on the game, and I liked how even the rappers that Kendrick didn't name, the MCs that Kendrick didn't name on the verse, they started to get, a little competitive and make remixes in their own verses as well. That was in my lifetime. Like, there haven't been like a whole lot of beefs in my lifetime, except like for like Drake and Meek Mill. But I think the Kendrick moment kind of lit a fire under everyone in the game. That was really
I
cool.
don't know if you remember Meek Mill and who was it? Cassidy.
I don't remember that one.
I remember a little bit about it.
I was gonna say that like was actually a few years before the beef between Meek Mill and Drake, but that was like two Philly rappers literally rapping on two different levels.
Hmm.
I would say for me, it would be the beef right before Kendrick was just featured Drake.
Oh,
Like that album, both those albums that dropped by Future, those were like, I feel like the pinnacle of what like modern melodic rap is in this generation for sure. Like with the
Mm.
Weeknd on there, all sort of stuff. Like I just felt like I felt that album. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard that, I was just like, not to say like I would like I could make anything kind of like what he made because that's like so unique and in what it is, but like definitely like I see myself taking influence from that for sure, and a lot of other like people taking influence from that album for sure.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You said the talking about
The
the
feature,
Future and Metro.
We don't trust
yeah,
you.
we don't trust you, and then we still don't trust you. We still don't trust you. Those albums back to back, bro, they're both goated.
Oh,
I remember
Yeah,
when C-Quig and I had like a little inside thing. Well, not an inside joke, but it's like when he announced we still don't trust you, we're like, we don't trust you, and guess what? We still don't trust you.
Oh god. Oh god.
And then he went and he did that too.
Yeah.
And then he's like, the We Trust You tour. Like, I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
Nah.
oh,
You know one of the stops of the tour is in Toronto.
Crazy.
something's gonna make the news.
No, oh god, like I waiting for the night that happens just so I can watch what just so I can watch what unfolds.
World star.
Oh,
Imagine if Drake actually goes to the Toronto one.
Yeah.
Do you think they trust you?
You ain't even getting in out the door, brother.
right.
You wear a disguise.
I'm just joking. That's Toronto. Like, you think that he ain't getting in?
Okay.
I don't think they would like let him in because it says in the tour name, "We trust you," but they don't trust Drake. So
Yeah.
Yo,
Watch,
but
they're gonna be turning. They're gonna be turning away.
On stage too.
They're gonna be turning away all the Drake lookalikes. Everybody that look like Drake. No.
oh my god.
A Drake free concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh
Nah,
my god.
but nah. I think the beef. Nah, this bring me back to when Drake and Pusha T when they were dissing and Pusha T told me and Pusha T exposed and let everybody know how he had a kid that he was hiding from everyone.
Oh my god, Kendrick said that too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kendrick's a little different because I have not heard about Drake because I have not seen
Like
one.
little girl, right?
Nah, I have not seen one little girl in Drake's proximity. I've seen Adonis. I ain't seen no daughter. I ain't seen no daughter. Like,
That we know of.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, definitely. the rap beats nowadays are kind of laughable too. But
Yeah.
definitely when you get the chance, look up 50 Cent versus Ja Rule if you haven't heard about that.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's good.
dude, I remember. I know about that beat, right?
I was
Ja
a,
Rule
a
was
little bit
like
before my
household
time.
name before 50 Cent tried to bury him.
Nah, did y'all ever hear about how this man 50 Cent brought how Ja Rule had a concert and 50 Cent brought all the tickets so that nobody would show up to this man's concert.
Oh my god.
Isn't there such? Didn't somebody do something like that not too long ago?
Yeah.
Somebody bought out somebody else's show.
50
Who did
Cent invented it.
that? He did. He did for sure.
Oh,
And you're talking about Quavo.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Brown bought all the front row seats to Quavo's concert so
Yeah.
it looked like an empty show.
Bro,
Yeah.
did y'all hear that rap song that Chris Brown dropped? That was crazy.
yeah.
Yo, bro, I was like going crazy when I heard that. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. Quavo don't look like Amigos right now.
mm.
Mm.
Man, wait, I'm low key waiting for Brown to drop that rap album. Trying to see what's
Oh,
on.
But a lot of people don't remember that Chris Brown knows how to rap.
Bro.
Yeah.
He just really hasn't like done it mainstream. But now, I mean, he's so big he could go and drop a rap album. I mean, he's gonna that's gonna be one for the history books. I think.
I'll listen. I'll listen
Oh yeah, me too.
to that 100%.
Mm. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody heard the song "Look at Me Now," but Chris Brown's on there and he's rapping.
I think
See,
And it's a
that
pretty old
That was
Sounds
overshadowed by
familiar.
Busta. Busta
Who?
stole the show on that. Busta Rhymes stole the show on that.
Mm.
He did, but I'm saying that Chris Brown had a decent verse on that song.
I feel like that
And
was.
if Busta Rhymes wasn't on there, then like everybody would say he had a fire verse.
Oh yeah, I think that was one of those songs where it's like everybody kind of like pulled their own weight.
Everybody brought the heat.
Yeah, like I'll
Like
I'll
the Fruity album. Everybody brought the heat.
There we
exactly
go.
like
Yeah.
bro.
Great transition. Stars of the Spectrum out now.
Yes, sir. Tune in.
Yes.
It's on all platforms.
Yep.
Ooh,
And we're performing it all on Stars Fest. All at Stars Fest.
Yeah,
August 3rd.
so-
on
In
on
Quincy.
God. Ooh, man, we got any favorites right now? Like from the album?
Trauma. Of course.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, man,
All right.
Man, how's that feel for y'all, man?
right?
That gotta be feel good,
Right,
man.
we should really talk. We should really talk about that, man.
Yes.
What's up? Tell me
All the
what's up.
success, man. All the success this
Definitely.
song has, and it's like it's crazy. Like we were seeing it, but like we never really like talked about it real, like break it down for real.
Yeah, so let's take a minute.
Let's just take a minute. Man.
Let's ask people what you want to talk about. Nah, definitely. I think it was definitely dope, and I really appreciate you guys really pulling me in on it because, not only does Trauma sound like a super dope song, I just love where it's placed on the album because, definitely leading up to the song and after the song, every song is fire. And
Yeah.
it's just a good lead up because of the fact that it almost feels like you're starting somewhere and you're bringing the people on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
And this train ride, it doesn't end, but definitely we about to have a stop in Quincy. So,
Yep.
Oh,
I would say definitely is dope that me and C-Quig got to make. I was about to say Quig, but C-Quig really just definitely brought the funk to the song too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I was there when he chose the track.
I was
Yeah.
like,
One of your tracks.
I got 3 tracks that are done that have opening spots.
Yeah.
And then you was like, that one's perfect, and I was like, I bet.
Yep. That's pretty much what happened. I think what trips me out is how that was like a last minute song
Yeah.
that was added on
Made us nervous because we was getting all the pieces together. It felt like it wouldn't happen on time, but it happened.
yeah, and you know, now looking at how it's doing now, like it's crazy to just think about, but
Mm-hmm.
like it, like man, I'm just great. I'm grateful about how well it did, and I thought it was gonna go great
Mm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like
So
I'm excited to hear it.
the first time we're even performing it though is gonna be on what, the third, and then like we'll get to like rehearsal on the second.
oh yeah,
In the first.
mm,
And I feel like it's gonna bang. The stage
Yeah.
is gonna be banging all night.
mm-hmm.
Man, rehearsal's gonna be lit.
Oh god,
Most definitely.
Facts.
It always
I
is.
want to see if we could do something after, almost like how you guys did last year, but maybe this time more planned out way than like maybe
Yeah.
even like an after type of party where like all of us could just like connect in, just have fun. Now that like the hard work is done.
We
uh,
should do that.
we should we had one last year that was a little like smaller, but we got to do something. But like you know, we
The
got to
one
do
in
something.
the one in New York was lit for sure.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, we had fun. Oh yeah, New York was fun.
Yeah.
New York was
Yeah, New
fun.
York was lit.
Ah, I love hanging out with you guys. Oh my god.
Isn't that where we came up with the album idea at New York or
No,
No, it
like
was
I
at the
think it
New
was
anyway.
York?
in
It was
Boston.
in
It was
Boston.
in
Oh yeah,
Boston.
it
In
was
Boston.
okay,
It
okay.
was after we did the
Yeah, that
Boston thing.
after
Yeah.
party. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, how did you guys like? How did your stage name come up?
So, thing that's interesting is I used to have a couple different stage names. When I started putting out music in 2017, my first name was Big Sam. And then in 2019, when I started performing at open mics in Chicago, I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit because I was at a different place in my life and I lost a bunch of weight,
Hmm.
from like 2017 to 2019. So I didn't feel like Big Sam was necessarily a fitting name for me anymore. So I changed my name to Sam I Am. Little did I know
Ooh.
that in 2020, I found out there was a legendary Chicago MC named Sam I Am, and then I met him at a cipher. And we were cool. There was no beef or anything like that. But it was just a little awkward for me to have the same name as another MC, let alone someone that is in the same like region as me, same city. So I remember before this one show I performed at in St. Paul, Minnesota, February 2020, right before the pandemic. I took a couple days to do some extensive research on what I wanted my name to be, and I noticed that you know throughout my process of writing, it's been something that's been very much like very self-reflective and a moments of self-awareness and consciousness that I used as a sort of inspiration to write. And I consider myself a conscious rap artist as well. So I was looking for synonyms for like consciousness and awareness. And one of the things that I saw on thesaurus.com was Sam the Sentient. The Sentient.
Ooh.
This one right here. And when I
Er,
said the name out loud, Sam the Sentient, this whole name, I felt like it sounded good off the tongue. It was catchy. It represented what I'm about as an artist, who I am as an artist. And I've just been rocking with it since then.
Nice.
wow. Yeah, Sam, yours is more interesting than mine. Mine, cause it's really big. Cause mine's is pretty much based off my name, and then cause my name is Charles Quickless, and then so C-Quig, and then funny enough, my dad had that same nickname back in the day. So my so it's like my dad and my granddad, they kind of like the OGs, and all I'm doing, man, I'm just carrying the legacy just in a different way. So
I'm doing killing it though.
yeah,
Hmm.
I tried to. I tried to.
Yeah. Rice.
I think mine is fairly simple. I started off as J Rice because my first name is Gerard and then my last name is Rice.
Hmm.
Then when I met my publicist, amazing person that like helped me develop my music a little bit more. She said I should drop the J and just be Rice. Going so crazy enough, I'm actually about to change my name again, my music
Oh,
name to Gerard Rice because for one, J Rice, there was already a bunch of those, and then Rice, there's a bunch of those. But when I looked up Gerard Rice, like whether I look it up on Google or I look it up on Spotify or any of that stuff, there is no spelling of that name in any of those besides mine, and just my articles and stuff that like that pop up in some of my music. So why not just like do the full transformation?
yeah.
Plus, I'm a big fan of J Cole, and it seems like it works for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like so hard like looking you up on Spotify because there's so many races. I would just have to like play a song and then like go on your profile and yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so crazy. Every time someone asks me for like, oh yeah, can you show me your Spotify? I could send them the link, or but when I tell them to look it up, they're like, I can't find it. I'd be like, oh, look up No Brady or look up this song or that song, and then they can find it. So it's like making it simpler, putting everything under my name, so that way no one else has that name, and also shoot, it makes it easier on Google.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For me, it stems from my full name. So like my first name, my middle name, and my last name. So MBS. But then I also threw in a double entendre for mind, body, and soul. Kind of bring that together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Okay.
there's like
Well,
when going back to like what you guys kind of said about the Spotify thing and YouTube. When you look it up, there's like quite a other bit of MBSs. The main MBS that you get is the Prince of Saudi Arabia. So every time you look it up, it's like the Prince of Saudi Arabia come up. So I'm like, I've been thinking about changing my name, but at the same time, I've rocked with MBS since like 2016. Like since I really started making music, like putting it out on SoundCloud and stuff. So I don't think I want to change it. But what I did do was I like put my publishing name, all that stuff, my all my social media handles, everything is MBS for real. Even my like gamer tags and stuff. So that's
Oh, okay.
that's gonna be like MBS for real. Is gonna be official, but my artist name, that my stage name MBS, my body soul for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause your name, nah, I feel like your name's actually kind of unique in a
Yeah.
For sure. And I feel like it fits with like my autism message too. Um, like bringing the mind, the body, and the soul all together, connected.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reason my Instagram name is the real Sierra June because there's an Instagram name called Sierra June that's like really old and really inactive and this person like hasn't posted in years.
Mm,
So like I just want that handle Sierra June.
yeah.
Uh yeah, but
You
no,
should DM. You should DM the account. Be like, how much you want for it?
I
How
know.
much you want for the
the
handle?
features.
I'll pay you $100.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, I remember when I remember when I first got Instagram when I was coming and I was trying to figure out my handle. I've thought about changing it a few times over the years because it was like it's C_quick rap star. It's like it was cool, but then it was like a part of me felt like it's a little cheesy, man. I should grow, you know. I should mature it a little bit, but then
I mean,
it's like
I'm I'm still a little cheesy.
yeah, but
So
that's you. That's you though. That's you though. That's your whole. That's half your personality right there.
yeah.
But yeah, and then I realized, I had it for a long time. I had it for a long time, and it kind of, and then I forgot who. It was probably my dad that was telling me this about how like it was kind of like how like I've always had it, and it was kind of like me manifesting the future for me. So that's what kind of drove me to keep it, cause it's like I I had it for so long, and it's like once I like blow up one day, like we can look back at it. It was like, and this username actually came true. Like we like it was C-Quig rap star all along.
Yep. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys create your own flow in rap songs?
The beat always came first, and then what happened was I would play around with the beat. I would have that on loop, and I would just come up with like different flows that I feel that I feel like might work for me, or just sound cool. Yeah, yeah, you know, like
Yeah,
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 yeah. It's like if you come up with like some really cool stuff, and it works well with the beat with the beat, and like I feel like it becomes a hit, but in my eyes.
cool.
Yeah, same kind of. I mean, like, I definitely start with the beat. You know what I'm saying? And then just like it just kind of comes to me like when I be listening to the beat and stuff, and I just kind of like I don't know, like it just starts kind of coming to me like the flow first, and then like the words just kind of fall into place afterwards.
Mm,
It's all like I mean, I don't want to go like too far off, but like I mean, for me though, like personally, I just feel like it's like really almost like spiritual when I make music in a sense, because it's just like I don't really ever too much like plan anything out too much. If something just randomly comes to me, like I'll write it down and then I'll have it like for like a chorus or whatever. But like anytime I go into the studio or I just start creating, I just let it flow for real. And uh like most of my stuff just be freestyle. So
nice.
but I think that I don't know if you guys could agree with that, like that making when you make music, it's kind of like almost like spiritual in a sense, for sure. Like it just
Yeah,
comes from somewhere else. Like you know,
that's
Out
the
of body experience on some real.
yeah,
on on soul.
Because when I look back at any of the songs I've ever made, whether it's one of my rap songs, pop songs, I got a rock song, like it's always been like, okay, yeah, I wanna make music, but if I'm not in the vibe or the energy or the spiritual place to be able to make music, there's nothing coming out that's gonna be productive. So then it happens, and then I'm like, damn, how do I get back into that zone? Because I still got another verse I gotta write.
Right. Like I feel like if you can like listen to a beat and you just automatically feel something like you feel it in your soul that you know that you can say something meaningful and powerful that you feel like the world can get a kick out of. Like it's like that's when you know like that that's a song that has like potential because you can just feel it, and like when you go into the mic and you like say what you need to say over it, it's like the authenticity just comes out, and that's what I'm so big about in terms of music, man. Like the authenticity of it all. Like if like you can say whatever you want, but if you can feel it, you can feel
That's
it.
when it really hits.
That
Oh,
that's when
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like
And it really hits when you make other people feel it too. Like
yeah,
if you could portray that on stage, which I like, it
like
just it's crazy how like music connects us all for sure.
yeah,
you know, I would say because for me, yeah, the beat definitely is important, but I think it's more important to have a feeling or emotion or I guess a little bit of life that you live that can bring you those feelings to really be able to execute on whatever beat that you're going to be on. Because a lot of songs that I've worked on, I've recreated whole songs just because of the fact that, whoa, I didn't realize this is what I needed in this song.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with trauma, like that song, I wrote it while inside of a car on a snowstorm because of the fact that I got kicked out of my girlfriend's house. So
Mm,
like if that never happened, I would have never wrote that song.
yeah.
wow,
So it was I would say for me, yeah, the beat is very important, but even more important is the person that's executing on that beat, the person that has lived an experience that literally needs to be let out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just kind of want to speak on it too. Like, there's a lot of people out there that, like I know all of us write our own music, and there's a lot of people out there that like use ghostwriters and other stuff. And I just feel like I just like want to like take a second to like commend us. You know what I'm saying? Because like all of our like music and stuff, I know mine too. Like, is all from like our authentic like experiences, how we think, how we live, what we've been through, what people have done to us, and just our life. and and having autism is a part of that too, like being able to like let people know that too. Um like it's like for me, like I just like think about it a lot, like how like people are kind of like able to make songs that like they necessarily like didn't go through or other stuff like that. And I get being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, because I have like done that for like maybe one or two songs, like a friend of mine speaking from his perspective. But like aside from that, like I just like really like appreciate like all of us like being real and authentic and like ourselves and our characters, and not trying to be something that we're not, and also making music that like resonates with that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk.
Genuine is the only thing that I know.
For sure. Me too.
And like y'all are all solid. I appreciate even me, y'all, because like last year definitely is a wake up call that like we got a lot of work to do. We definitely
Yeah.
could spread this heavy.
Yeah. It's cool how ideas come to us too. Like when you're like about to fall asleep at night and then the words just come to you. Or like
Yeah.
the melody and words just come to you at like the same time and you're like, oh, I gotta record that. I gotta before I forget it.
It sometimes keeps me up at night. Like I'll literally think about something. I'll be like, I gotta go record it, and I can't get no sleep tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, no, definitely I feel that because have you ever been like whether you're working or you're like in the middle of driving or like yeah, like you said about to fall asleep and then a melody just hits you right in the face and you're just like, oh man, I cannot forget this. I cannot forget this. I
yep.
started trying to get into the habit of voice memoing all these things, but the
Mm,
thing that sucks is when you don't have a chance to voice memo it,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
it
Yeah.
never comes back to you the same way. You might remember the words, but the melody won't.
that's so
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
That's
Man.
how you know music is more about feeling than anything else.
Yeah.
Big time.
But yeah, it's like the things that you're afraid to say, like in public while speaking, like you're not afraid to say it in your song. And I feel like that's how people know like the real you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
You just motivated me.
Yeah.
That was deep. That was deep.
Yeah, I just came up with that. Dang, bars, let's go. Okay, so we got a song of the episode, and of course it is Not Like Us, because it's played everywhere, and it's gonna be played on this
Hey,
podcast. It's gonna be
hey,
played on this podcast. So
go.
I see dead people.
mustard on a beat, oh beat, oh.
Nigga eat a freak though. Man down, burn like amber lamps. Tell him big bro. Nail a nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tito. What's up with these phony ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me. Fuck them all and they mama. How many options really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, really the flow on him. Say Drake,
I hear you like a young. Then I ever go to sell block what?
to any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from them. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. The party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around?
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Certified.
My stuff. Why you showing like a bitch?
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A
Hey,
minor. They don't like us. They don't like us. They don't like us. They don't like us. They don't like us.
Nice. Yeah.
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 Last stop.
Song of the
Five.
song Song of the summer right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me
What do
hear
you mean?
say
Song of the year right there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That should
Yeah.
definitely win some Grammys.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Trauma's on the way. Trauma's on the way.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, yes,
Time out, hold
yes.
on.
Oh yeah. We're at 20. Oh yeah. Little update on trauma. Yeah. We got
20K.
we're at yeah.
Ooh wee.
Oh,
20K.
yeah, we surpassed 20K. We're almost at 20, almost 25, almost 25K. Yeah, got like a couple more thousand.
Oh yeah.
Couple times.
A couple thousand.
Couple racks.
We got a couple racks to go, but we stacking it though.
Yep. Just grinding. Dude, speaking, are you guys excited for Stars Fest though?
Bro, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that.
Y'all don't even know. Every time I come with y'all, man, it's like the family reunited, good vibes.
Literally.
It's man, it's hard to explain how it is when we all come together, but it's definitely surreal.
It makes me wish that we all lived closer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, speaking of, I think that'd be a good chance for us because, like, I know I haven't gotten the opportunity to really work on that song that we've been thinking about working on.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I gotta tell y'all something about that. I lost the beat because I got a new phone, so that's what's been holding me back. But as soon as I get the beat, I'm about to lay them vocals down. You already know.
Ooh, okay.
No.
Send me the beat, and then we're locked in and we're golden. But yeah, so we got some stuff in the works. I'm excited.
Bro, we got a whole album. We got like a whole album in the works, gang.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Yeah, tell us about that.
Man, we had. I mean, it was really an idea that I kind of had. After while working on working on the main album. But yeah, it was an idea. It was an idea I had, man. It was while working on the main album. It was like, because I felt like although the album was cool, it was real diverse. I feel like the hip hop scene, especially in Stars of the Spectrum, we need the spotlight. We need a spotlight of our own. Like hip hop alone is also a very versatile
100%.
genre. And between that and listening to Future and Metro's album, yeah, like I'm kind of wrapping up my own project right now. But I feel like once I'm done with that, I finally know how to figure out a way to really execute a project like that and make it make sense. It'll be like I really believe that it can be something like revolutionary, man, for the
man. I feel like we have so much good ideas, and one thing I want to say is like I've been having these ideas of like getting like an Airbnb or a house somewhere, and like all of us coming together and we spend like a week there just making content. We could smash out a whole album, and like
I feel like we could do more than that.
Yeah.
What if we like did like a week or two, and then like we could even get some shows and all that stuff, and like just like even like do more than just like content creation. We could have little activities set up that are engaged in like us building even more and also getting more experiences that we could add to these songs.
1000%.
Yes.
So
I think we were talking about that like a while back.
I was say I heard that idea several times.
Atlanta's amazing.
Go on.
I said Atlanta's amazing.
Yeah. I have some family out in Atlanta.
I was gonna say I got friends out in Atlanta, and I was gonna say like not only is it pretty affordable to get an Airbnb out there, like with multiple rooms, but there's so many different things. It has like the combination of New York and Florida, and I wouldn't say so much LA.
And the hip hop scene is insane over there. They have so many like events and stuff going on every single day over there for underground.
Yeah.
And the difference between celebrities out there and going other places is like they're always just walking around. They're always at the clubs. They're always like there's always someone to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. If you guys need a feature, hit me up.
Yeah, 1000%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, I feel like I'm the only. I feel like I'm the only one that's been hitting her up for a feature.
Yeah, come
Hey,
on.
Sierra, we go lock in. I got you.
All
I
right,
got
bet,
you.
bet. I'll
Switch
be
up my
locked
vibe real quick.
in.
Hey, and yeah, just send me that beat, and I'ma lay my stuff down. Um,
Yeah.
so,
I'll be locked in. Are you
hey,
my
and
friend?
C-Quig or Rice, if one of you guys want the chorus, just let me know how y'all want to structure that.
I
Oh
was gonna
yeah,
say, if we cut it up, and then like when we're at the festival, like maybe we could do something at night. Just like me and Sam, like when Sam did the song, the Flutie Foundation song, he
Oh
started
yeah,
on my stuff. So it's like it's nothing to start a song, and then I know a few studios if we really want to take it further, or
oh
like everybody when they get home can record it, and then like we just get it mixed and mastered.
yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, yeah.
yeah. I also got a few beats I've been working on too. Today.
Oh, fire,
I
fire. I
think
also found one of my friends, because I've been doing a lot of performing and stuff at one of my venues. He makes beats and stuff, and made a couple. I'm not gonna say too much, but I made a couple like yeet type songs, and
Hmm.
so that's very like interesting. It's like it's good. Y'all not gonna be expecting that from me. So
Ooh.
Whoa.
But yeah, I've worked with C-Quig and Sam. Don't forget Sam.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. Just keep stem. Just keep
Yeah.
stemming.
Yeah, Sam's dropped a lot of bangers for sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I still hate that they didn't make the album.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sad.
It's cool though, cause he did say he was gonna perform. He's performing at the Start Fest, so I can't be too mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that song is good as a single as well too. I can't even
Hmm.
lie, like it's a good fluty anthem.
Oh
Music
yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah. I'm sad that Light in the Dark didn't get on either.
yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good
But it's
one.
fine. It's fine.
It's cool. It's cool.
But
Yeah.
what is on there is really great, and I'm glad Trauma made it too,
Me too.
I was,
for sure.
I was surprised that we had time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like me and Jennifer and Laura's song. Like I listened to that on
Yes.
That,
song.
I
And,
love.
and
And I
Gabrielle.
like. Oh yeah, dude. I loved your verse on that song.
Hey, appreciate it, bro.
I was like the way he came on, he slid in there smooth too.
Oh, dude, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
I almost felt like I was listening to like Trippy Red and like his
Mm.
earlier days.
Yes.
I
So,
felt like listening to MBS killing some shit. Excuse my language.
yeah, yeah. Oh no, of course. So to conclude to conclude this podcast, do you guys have any future projects that you are willing to share?
Definitely on the one with all three of us coming up. We got a song in the works, so stay tuned for that at some
Oh.
point.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
and then like I guess we could just say what we're individually working on too as well. I know I've got a new single working on coming out called "Someone New," which is one of a long-awaited one that a lot of people been wanting. It's kind of like the pinnacle of my like kind of the pinnacle of like me finding my sound, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, and then just keep working on stuff. I'm always working on music and releasing stuff. What about y'all?
Yeah, I'm working on a project right now. I'm about to drop a new one very soon. I've been teasing it a little bit.
It's my favorite song.
Yeah, I've been teasing it a little bit, and yeah, I'm just trying to get everything in order so I can finally drop this joint because it's like so good, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be real fun once it's out too. Because like now I'm rapping, but I also produce the joint too. Like a lot of times there's somebody on the track with me, man. Always somebody behind the scenes, but this time it was just all me. It's complete. It's all me completely. So
Nice.
it's,
That's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it'll definitely be a movie once that joint drops.
For sure.
Man, where's Rice? He should have been second.
I
Man.
know.
Yeah. Well, I know that he's going on tour in Europe in
Yeah,
August.
Nice.
I know he announced that. It looks pretty fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to.
Shout out
Um,
to him.
yeah, shout out, Rice.
Shout out, right?
Yeah, I may or may not join. I may or may not join them.
Oh. Still undecided.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't say too much, but yes, he did. He asked if I would go on tour, tour with him. Nothing confirmed yet. I won't say too much. I won't say too much about it, but just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned, bro.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Big shout out to Rice and Sam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
On God, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to how much the stars of the Spectrum family has grown, but also the hip hop. It's just the hip hop
Yes.
too. And I it's just like we have so very diverse, like Any 10 and King Camden with the EDM, me, you, Rice, Sam with the hip hop, and all different hip hop as well. I would like to commend us on that as well. Like I do the more melodic, and we all kind of mend our styles together too. Like so, I
Man,
mean,
what's great?
and then we got like the more R&B side that Sierra helps us mend with the rap and the stuff and the singing because that's a good in the middle with the R&B.
Yeah.
And then we have
I don't rap. I don't rap.
yeah. And then we have the singers, and then shout out Jennifer because she be rapping, she be killing it on her rap stuff for real.
Mhm.
She has that one rap verse in Who I Am, so shout out her.
Yeah.
It's crazy because when I first came in, man, I was kind of the only one, man. I was the main one in terms of main ones in terms of rappers. The Moody Foundation grew in terms of rappers, and I was kind of the only one standing back in the day. But yeah, that's how it felt. And then it kind of
I definitely feel you. I feel you. Like it's almost like when you go on to an open mic and then like everybody else is doing country music and you're like, uh-oh.
My turn.
Nah,
Yeah.
careful with that, bro. I gotta go to I'm going to Nashville this weekend, so
Music capital.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not the type of
Why
music
is-
I'm talking about, but music capital.
Why is the music capital country music though?
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's because I don't know, but it's the music capital.
I don't know. Tennessee different, man. Tennessee different.
No, the Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I ain't gonna lie. When I've heard people that have music from there, their music is kind of on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
They come up with some of the cleanest music I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, them Nashville rappers be different.
No, definitely. Speaking of different,
They be
Oh,
good.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm just looking forward to all the stuff that we're doing. Freaking Stars Fest is gonna be amazing. I got a show right after that as well. I'm in Providence at like this big venue called Mezzo.
Wow.
And I think it's gonna be cool. But I heard you talking about the tour, and I'm hoping that we both do end up getting to like bless the stages out there because they waiting for us. They got everything set up, so it's just a matter of logistically if it works out for all of us and whatnot. But and I just have a project going on after that. Like Love Shouldn't Cost a Thing. I got 4 or 5 songs on it, and
EP.
it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot and sizzling. Even if it gets cold outside because it's gonna be released in October, it's gonna start getting hot again.
Hey, that's my birthday month.
Hey,
Scorpio
or Libra?
Libra.
Oh, my sister's a Libra.
That's my birthday month too. I'm Scorpio though.
Oh, I'm also Scorpio. My birthday's in November.
Yeah.
Oh, so you a Scorpio too? Oh wait, I
Mine's
remember because
mine's
your birthday is like a couple of days right after mine too.
yeah, mine's
Oh, yeah.
October 26th.
Oh wow, that's 6 days after mine, October 20th.
October 30th.
Oh.
Hey, so we got October 20th, 26th, 30th, and then
November
7th. Yes, sir. Right after each other. That's fire.
Yeah. I'm
Nah.
Good
first.
little month. Now they gotta throw an event where it's like we could just all celebrate.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Hey, where's that October to December event?
Right.
Right.
Can we do that? Bruh, can we do that? Bruh, can we
Don't
do
tell them
New
we
York
said New
again?
Orleans. New Orleans.
Oh man, New Orleans is fun. I've been there.
I've never
Ooh.
been. I've always
I
wanted
want
to
some
go.
gumbo.
I
New
want
York
some
City?
Raisin Cane's chicken.
New York is
fingers.
Ooh.
Canes.
Yeah.
Cane's,
Canes.
bro.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-mm-mm.
there's like two
Y'all
in
talking about
Florida.
Canes when I want some Waffle House.
Yeah, there's one
we
by
could
Disney.
trade. We could have Canes. I'll take the Waffle House.
Hey, let's teleport swap.
Right.
Hey, I always wanted the things on well, I can't remember if it was the Jetsons or something with the tubes and you get sucked into tubes and you could go wherever.
It was the Jetsons.
Yeah,
that
the
was
Jetsons.
like definitely what I grew up on.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, damn, bro, I always wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought that the
same.
future would look like that because that's what they advertised.
For real.
I would have thought right now I would not be walking to my car. I thought like right now I'd be suctioned down into like my hover car and then I'd just be floating off.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm. Yeah, you know, being a long distance, it could be way easier if we just had tubes
Yeah.
and
Easier,
having friends
but
that
would
live.
they
Bro,
do
when,
it?
when I would go to the bank when I was a kid, I would just look at the tube that sucked up the money or whatever. I was like, yeah, one of these days that's gonna be me.
Nah, there was a tube, bruh. I'd be in Florida all the time. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
yo.
Like,
That'd be
here,
lit.
baby.
Be like, when are you coming? I'm here.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, I'm in your kitchen. I'm cooking a sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
yo,
like-
close the tube at night.
And all the stars of the spectrum would like hang out together in person with,
Yeah.
with the tubes.
Yeah, it would be like the Spy Kids when they all get the alert and they're like, oh yeah, we gotta go. Okay, boom.
Yeah,
Teleport.
literally. Yeah. Oh my god, that would make life so much easier.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Man, we're just rambling on lots of topics, but
I mean,
yeah.
shoot, that's what life is about. That's what
You're right.
podcasts and everything is about. It's
Mhm.
about
Yeah.
our different opinions and how they come together to make crazy ideas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This podcast made me want to start my own sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
1000%. Hey, just let me know. I'll fly out. I'll be the first customer up there.
Hey, all right. Hey, if that ever happens, we need a part 2 of whatever we just did here.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. This was fun, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was a good idea.
This
Yeah.
is for sure. No,
Yeah.
definitely it was cool.
You're welcome, babe.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
Yeah. It was actually C-Quig's idea too. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. If you made it all the way here, I know it's been really long, but it's been fun. My name's Cierra June.
I'm C-Quig.
Boy Rice.
But MBS, and shout out Sam the Sentient.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sir.
Cool. Bye.
All right. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Holla.
Yeah.
Woo!